All right, folks, let's shatter some misconceptions right off the bat. You know, when most people hear startup incubator, they think about pitch decks, seed funding rounds, and praying some venture capitalist doesn't crush your dreams in a boardroom. But Vefounders operates on a completely different paradigm. Traditional incubators give you money, mentorship, and office space, then watch 90% of startups crash and burn within 2 years. Vefounders hands you the keys to a functioning vehicle that's already cruising down the highway. We're talking about V-Better applications that are operational, generating transactions, and serving real users. The genius lies in the progression model. You start with shared governance alongside Vechain'S experienced team. Think of it as having the world's best co-pilot while you learn to navigate the Web3 landscape. But here's where it gets spicy. Over time, you gain complete autonomy over operations, community management, and treasury control. This isn't some indefinite partnership where you're forever trapped in corporate bureaucracy. Vechain has created a structured pathway to complete independence. You're essentially getting an MBA in blockchain entrepreneurship while running a real business with real revenue potential. Most crypto projects talk about building the future while delivering nothing but white papers and empty promises. Vechain just proved they're operating in a completely different league. They're not just launching applications, they're manufacturing entrepreneurs. Consider the traditional Web3 startup journey. Months developing a concept, years building infrastructure, burning through capital while praying you don't get obliterated by competition. Even if you survive the development phase, you still need to acquire users, establish trust, and figure out monetization. Vefounders eliminates 80% of those failure points by providing pre-validated applications with established ecosystems. It's like starting a restaurant with a proven menu, loyal customers, and experienced staff, instead of hoping people will eat your experimental cuisine. But the real masterstroke, Vechain is solving Web3's adoption problem by creating a generation of entrepreneurs who understand both the technology and business fundamentals. These aren't just developers who can code. These are future leaders who'll drive mainstream blockchain adoption. Hold up, ambitious visionaries. If your entrepreneurial instincts are already firing after hearing about this opportunity, show me you're serious by smashing that like button. I'm not talking about passive consumption. I'm talking about taking action on information that could change your financial trajectory. And if you haven't subscribed to TJ Crypto World yet, you're missing out on opportunities like this every single week. Hit subscribe and ring that notification bell, because I'm tracking the moves that create millionaires, not just market movements. Plus, I want to hear from the real entrepreneurs in the comments. Are you ready to apply for Vefounders, or are you still sitting on the sidelines? Your engagement helps me understand what opportunities to investigate next. Now, let's decode the psychological masterpiece behind Sunny Lu's announcement message. This wasn't just corporate marketing. This was a founder speaking directly to future founders about the brutal realities of entrepreneurship. When Lu said, "Every founder begins as a doer, sleeves rolled up," he's acknowledging something most business schools won't teach you. Success requires getting your hands dirty. But the profound insight comes next. Recognizing when to empower others instead of trying to control everything. The mountain climbing analogy isn't accidental. Lu compared founding to ascending peaks where the muscle aches, the sweat pours, sometimes the blood boils. This is psychological conditioning. He's preparing Vefounders participants for the mental and emotional challenges ahead. His 3 entrepreneurial foundations, financing, strategy, and people, reveal Vechain's sophisticated understanding of business dynamics. Notice he didn't say technology first. Even in Web3, human elements determine success or failure. But here's the hidden message. Vechain is positioning itself as the ecosystem where serious entrepreneurs graduate into industry leaders. They're not just launching apps, they're cultivating the next generation of blockchain executives. Step back and examine what Vefounders represents in the broader Web3 landscape. While other chains focus on technical specifications and transaction speeds, Vechain is building human infrastructure. They understand that blockchain adoption depends on capable leaders, not just capable technology. This creates a massive competitive moat. Every successful Vefounders graduate becomes a Vechain ecosystem ambassador with genuine skin in the game. They're not just using Vechain's technology, they're personally invested in its success. Imagine the network effects when dozens of Vefounders alumni are running successful Web3 businesses. Each success story attracts more entrepreneurs, creates more innovation, and strengthens Vechain's position as the practical blockchain for real-world applications. If Vefounders has sparked your entrepreneurial fire, here's your reality check and action plan. First, this isn't for passive investors hoping to flip tokens. Vechain is selecting individuals ready to commit years of their lives to building something meaningful. Ask yourself, do you have the resilience to navigate the inevitable challenges Lou described? Can you balance vision with adaptability? Most importantly, are you prepared to lead teams and make decisions that affect real people's livelihoods? If you answered yes, start documenting your relevant experience, leadership examples, and vision for Web3 adoption. Vechain isn't just evaluating technical skills, they're identifying future industry leaders. Before we wrap up this game-changing analysis, I need something from the real entrepreneurs watching this. If Vefounders represents the kind of opportunity you've been waiting for, prove it with engagement. Like this video, share it with someone who needs to see it. And subscribe to TJ Crypto World because I'm tracking these ecosystem-shifting developments before they become mainstream news. Your future self will thank you for staying ahead of opportunities that create generational wealth. I want to thank every ambitious visionary who makes TJ Crypto World a destination for opportunity intelligence. Your engagement, questions, and feedback drive me to investigate the moves that separate financial winners from the crowd. Today's analysis revealed something profound. Vechain isn't just building blockchain infrastructure, they're manufacturing the entrepreneurs who will drive Web3 adoption. Vefounders represents a fundamental shift from hoping someone else builds the future to actively creating it yourself. Sunny Lou's message about founder resilience wasn't motivational fluff. It was preparation for the psychological journey ahead. Entrepreneurship, especially in Web3, demands mental toughness that most people underestimate. Whether you apply for Vefounders or pursue other entrepreneurial paths, remember Lou's 3 foundations. Financing is never enough, strategy requires constant adaptation, and people decisions determine everything. Master these elements, and you'll thrive in any business environment. Speaking of thriving in Web3, make sure you check out my deep dive analysis on blockchain projects that are quietly building the infrastructure for the next bull run. I've identified 3 ecosystems positioning themselves for explosive growth, and browse through my Entrepreneur Success Stories playlist real case studies of individuals who transformed their lives through strategic Web3 positioning. These aren't get-rich-quick schemes, these are documented journeys from regular people to crypto millionaires. Your entrepreneurial journey starts with information, accelerates with action, and succeeds through persistence. Subscribe to TJ Crypto World, enable notifications, and join thousands of forward-thinking individuals who refuse to watch opportunities pass them by. This is TJ from TJ Crypto World, reminding you that the difference between dreamers and achievers is taking action on intelligence. Vefounders might be your pathway to Web3 success, but only if you have the courage to climb Lou's metaphorical mountain. I'll see you in the next video where we'll explore the altcoin that's quietly building partnerships with Fortune 500 companies. Until then, stay hungry, stay focused, and never stop building your future.